What if Deku ate the devil fruit, part 6. So, where I left off, well, to begin off, I'm sorry out of everyone that I've missed comments so far. I've missed so many people that I just don't know why I've missed them, and I'm sorry if I missed your comments. I've been trying to reply to pretty much everyone's, but I know that's probably going to be unlikely, but I'm going to try and reply to most people as I can while also doing schoolwork and stuff. So, let's begin. So, where I left off, I'm just going to say the students are riding on the bus to the training camp. So they get there, and to their surprise, they see the Wild Pussycats there, and they're like, whoa, cool. And he's like, wait, Deku is just like, wait, who are they? And why do you guys act like you know them? I don't think you guys know them. Do you guys know them? And then like the Wild Pussycats are just staring there, disbelief, like, how do you not know us? We're one of the most popular hero groups. And he's like, oh, yeah, I don't really know that much besides All Might, who I didn't even know a month ago. And like they're just shocked by this, and they're like, okay, kid, fine. So that's when they use their quirks, and they're down. And Izuku, seeing this with his Conqueror's Haki, jumped right out of the way and landed right on top of the bus and says, "Hey, you thought you could get me with that trick?" As they're surprised and said, "Okay, you just have to go then. I don't care what you do. You still have to go down there." As he just grabs onto a tree and says, "Gum Gum Bazooka!" and just flies the other way. And he keeps doing this until he ends up getting there. So he's sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm really hungry. I wonder if anybody here's a chef." As he's just laying there. And he eventually falls asleep. And everyone just starts to get there, and they're like, wait, where's Deku? I never saw him there. Yeah, where is Deku? Where could he be? You don't think he got hurt, did you? And then they just start walking up, only to see Deku sitting right at the door, sleeping. And they're just like, what? How'd he get here so quick? And he's sleeping? And they wake him up, and he's like, hey, how long have you been here, Deku? And he's like, I don't know. I could be here for maybe 6 hours? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, any of you guys cook? Because I'm really hungry. And they do one of those anime falls where they fall on their back with their feet sticking up like, really, you're hungry right now? I guess we're all hungry and tired, but really? And he's like, come on, can't one of you guys just make this food? And that's when, like, the heroes come out and say, wait, you've been sleeping? Well, I guess we can give you one thing, since you guys all worked so hard besides you. I think your name's Deku. Since you all worked so hard, we'll give you food. But no, tomorrow and the next couple of weeks, we're not giving you anything. He's like, oh, but I don't know how to cook. It's like, then you're going to have to rely on your classmates. That's no fair. As he just walks over and just gets a mountain of food and just starts eating. He ends up finishing everything and steals something from Bakugo, which caused them to fight. And he's like, hey, man, it's just food. He's like, yeah, but that's my food. Hey, I'm still hungry. And Bakugo's like, yeah, there's nothing left. It's mine. As he just eats it, and he's like, not anymore. As he just starts running into the forest. So the next couple days pass, and Deku just keeps doing it until one day he runs into the forest and then is just blown back right into a wall. He's like, ow, that really hurt. Who the hell did that? As Dobby walks out, like, all the other kids left to go scare each other while Izuku and Bakugo were just fighting over the food that was left, because why not? And, like, Eraser and them were there waiting for the class to finish, only to see Izuku to be sent flying the other way and slam into a wall. And it's like, who in the right mind did that? And Dobby turns up and he's like, me. As Deku says, Gum Gum. pistol! And he just flies it right at Dobby, who ends up is a clone. And he's like, what the heck? Damn it, I thought I had him. And then I think Mandalay is like, oh shoot, Kota and Kota. I've never really known the difference. Kota, where is he? He's not here. He's like, oh, I think I know where he is. As he just says, Gum Gum Bazooka. As he grabs onto both two trees and just is sent flying. And he's sent flying, and Muscular's right at Kota. As he's like, hello. As he headbutt Muscular right into the stomach. Kind of how I think Goku did to King Piccolo, but with his fist right through his stomach. Kind of like that. So he just goes right through the stomach of Muscular and like breaks the muscles from it, and he's like, ow, that really hurt, kid. It doesn't really matter. As Deku's powering up a Gum Gum Bazooka as he's Gum Gum Bazooka as he sends it right at Muscular's head, smashing it into a wall. And Muscular's like, damn it, this kid's strong. As he charges at him and punches him, only for Deku to smile and say, that won't work on me. I'm a rubber man. As he stretches his cheek out and he's like, what the hell? So your quirk is just called rubber? That's such a useless quirk. And he's like, well, I'm actually quirkless. I ate this thing called devil fruit. And he's like, wait, I shouldn't be telling you that. You're a villain. I should be fighting you. As he's like, yeah, you can get carried away, little brat. As he comes up and punches him again, only for him to smile. I told you that's not going to work. It's the only reason why I can beat All Might. It's the only reason why I can beat All Might. Which is, in fact, the only reason he can beat All Might. It's because I'm going to say punches don't work on him because he's a rubber man. He's rubber. Yeah. Why the hell not? So he just says, Gum Gum Gatling Gun. And he just sends a beret of attacks, which ends up accidentally killing Muscular. As he just pokes his head and he says, oh, I think I overdid it a little. He's dead. And Kota's just there and says, thank you for saving me. I totally exert myself or whatever. And I hope you can forgive me. And he's like, oh, no problem. As I'm going to be the king of the heroes. As he grabs Kota and says, Gum Gum Bazooka, and just sends him flying right into the air. And Kota's like, what the hell, why'd that kid do that to me? As he grabs onto two trees, Gum Gum Bazooka, sends him flying, and then grabs Kota, and then lands right in front of Mandalay and says, oh, here's Kota, I got him. And puts him down in front of her and says, well, bye, I gotta go help my classmates. As he jumps off. So they're like, geez, that kid never knows how to learn. He doesn't even know he probably doesn't know what a villain is, does he? Well, he does. It's just like a joke. So they just move on. And now he's just running in only to find Todoroki and Bakugo fighting Moonfish. He just says, oh shoot, my weakness, as he punches Moonfish's teeth, breaking them, which was the luckiest move as he dodged right out of the way, breaking the teeth. And then he broke the teeth. Moonfish captured. And that's when Mr. Compressed jumps down and captures Bakugo and Tokiyami, which was close by, who was stopping Bakugo from finishing off Moonfish. Even though his weakness was light, he still couldn't do anything. So basically, Bakugo gets captured, And Deku just says, "Gum gum bazooka," as he grabs he grabs two trees again, sends himself flying, grabs Mr. Compressed by the arm, and like he twirls his arm up. I think I'm not quite sure, but he like twirls his arm up into a spiral, and then starts shaking around, letting go, and then sending him right into the floor, which knocks him out. Releasing Bakugo, as Bakugo, I'm going to say, is completely unconscious. Yes, he is. So now that Bakugo is completely unconscious, much to the dismay of the students, that's it. They don't have the target, and Dobby is like, shoot, we need that target. That stupid kid's there. Damn it. As they're like, wait, why don't we just take that kid? As they grab Deku, and he's like, what the hell? What the hell? Let go of me. As they back up into the portal, and they basically put Quirk canceling handcuffs on him, thinking that he has a quirk, since the only person he told that didn't have a quirk was killed. Yeah. So he's just smiling, kind of like Gold Roger does, and he's like, I'm going to be king of the heroes. You watch, and I'm going to defeat you. As he has a smile on his face. I will defeat you and become the king of the heroes. And he's like, how are you? And I'm going to escape and beat all of you. And they're like, how are you going to escape? As he's just smiling. And they're like, we put quirk canceling handcuffs on you. You can't escape. As he's like, oh yeah? As his hands start to stretch out and go back, and he says, Gum Gum Bazooka! As he sends both of his hands right into Shigaraki's face and right into Dobby, knocking both of them out. As he's like, finally I have an opening. As he snaps the handcuffs off, but doesn't break them. He merely just opens them. I'm going to say he has a key, that Shigaraki has a key. He grabs the key, unlocks it, jumps up, and put the handcuffs right around Kirogiri, making him useless. And then punches Toga, Spinner, and Magni, knocking all of them out. And he's like, finally, stupid villains thought that I was useless, that I wasn't going to be king of the heroes. What worthless pieces of trash. As he all puts them into a pile and just wraps his arms around them and is just carrying them out. He like kicks the door down, just starts carrying them out. Like, I wonder what I'm gonna do with them. As he's walking out, and then he notices All For One fighting All Might, and he's like, yo, All Might, you need some help? I took care of these guys in here. He's like, what the hell? Young Deku, you did an amazing job. You took down the hero. You took down the excess villains. Now please, give them to Endeavor. The one with the fire and that looks kind of, how should I say this? Quite irritated that I am fighting and he is not. And he's like, okay then. He just chucks all the villains at Endeavor, and he's like, what the hell, I'm not... As he's like, fine, I'll take these to the police. I'll make sure to put court-canceling handcuffs on. Oh, is that how this guy has them? Damn, this kid's smart. I know he seems like a retard. As Deku just walks up to All For One with his head down, and All For One's like, you made one mistake, kid, as he grabs onto his head and tries to take his quirk. And he's like, you think you could take my quirk? And that's where I'm going to leave it off, guys. Cliffhanger. See you guys. Bye.